Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back with another video for you today. Before we jump into today's games, I've got two of them for you. In this tank, the Vk30.02D. I would like to ask, if you like my content, if you like my channel, if you like the stuff I'm putting out for you, could you please give me a sub, hit like, and of course comment down below. I would appreciate it. You know, tell your friends, share this video on social media, whatever. Anyway, with that out of the way, let me give you a quick review of the tank, and then we'll get to it. Well, overall, this is meh. Yeah, I can't say this about many tanks, but it's meh. The gun, iffy. Yeah, this gun really struggles against tier 8 heavies. Really does. Armor, iffy. Yeah, you'll get a few bounces against tier 6 tanks, maybe the tier 7 tank, but yeah, it's rough going. And maneuverability, okay. I mean, that's about the best thing it's got. This tank needs a buff, for goodness sake. It got one a while ago. It needs something more. It stinks. I'm sorry. Anyway, with that, let's get to it. So, what have we got? I mean, honestly, looking at any lineups doesn't really make any difference because you're underpowered pretty much against every tank, especially when you're against tier 8. And I'm in a tier 8 match. I mean, the Chimera, rip me apart. Anyway, our team has decided to head this direction, which is good news. And I'm just going to look for my opportunities. I'm going to do a quick spot here, see if I can see enemies heading over to C, which would be nice. The team split up would really be advantageous to me. As I said, oh, look at that. So we've got one guy crossing. That means they are split up. And with any luck, the heavies have gone C. So you know what? I am going to go for it. Here I go. Now this tank does move decently well. And against tier 6 tanks, it feels pretty solid actually. But once you hit tier 7 and up, and oftentimes you'll find yourself against tier 8s, you're in huge trouble. So I figure a lot of them are at C. So you know what? I don't care. I don't care if I die, because this tank absolutely stinks. So take a hit for my trouble there. Here I go again. Come on guys, let's push in, punish these guys. Come on. Okay. Whoop. Okay, he's gone, so that's good news. And now I'm just praying I don't get hit. Really? I'm not praying. Is anybody there? Okay, nobody's there, so now I can get around this guy. That's great news. Could get hit from behind, but luckily there is nobody there, and I completely whiffed that shot, so great news there, but a little bit around. That's nice, and now I can sit this guy in. He's not going anywhere. He's focused on the other guy, and it gives me a chance to take him out, so that's good news. And I can continue my onslaught with this awesome tank. When I say awesome, I mean bleh. So yeah, I mean, I think this tank could actually be good if it was given a little bit more pen and a little bit more speed. I think it needs both of those. I guess it doesn't need the armor because it's not meant to be a really strong tank armor-wise, but it needs the gun to have more DPM, more pen. I mean, I can get around tanks, that's my ability, and punish them from behind, but I mean, frontally, oh my goodness, I mean, even from the side, a lot of tanks have struggle to pen. So, yeah, I played a game with this recently. I couldn't pen the IS-3. I mean, I was bouncing left, right, and center, side shots, back shots. What the frick? I was using APCR. So it was really frustrating. Anyway, this game is all but over. I do not care if I die. I do not break million eggs and ham. And I am just going to, get behind this Annie. That's great news. He's looking at someone else. So again, free shots. I mean, anything can do this, right? And I'm going to head over to finish off this last guy. And look at that. Look at that. I've done 2,247 damage. Be still my beating heart. I mean, honestly, in this tank, if you can get 2.6 or 7k, you are doing great. If you get 3k, you'll probably get a mastery in it. I think you could probably get away with 2.4 to 2.6k damage, maybe a little bit of spotting for mastery in this tank. Yeah, it's just not a popular tank. It's not played well. And look at that, I came in first. Oh my gosh, in a tier 8 tank, 2 chimeras, 2, and I out damage them. That's crazy. My buddy did okay in Helsing, but yeah, and again, thankfully I'm with my buddy who's in the Helsing, and we're in a tier 8 game. That's what I found. Game after game with this tier 7 tank, I was always playing against tier 8 tanks, and a lot of heavy ones. IS-6s, IS-3, Luvas, CC-64. I mean, I can't pen these guys frontally, even if I aim in and look at, and use the APCR. I can't even, dream to do any damage against them frontally. So I have to get around them, and that's okay. But if they're hulled down, yeah, I mean, you just have to give up, which is rough. I mean, as I said, if it had a little bit more speed, that would allow me to get around them more easily. Had a little bit more armor where I could take some hits, maybe some more hit points, but a little bit more pen would go a long way with this tank. I really do believe so, because I just couldn't pen heavies on the side. That's just insane. I mean, you should be able to. And I was using Bramo too, because I got so frustrated. Anyway, let's see what I can do in this match. Again, I'm gonna risk it. Why? Because I see that their team has split up. That's the best possible thing I can hope for, because I take a hit for my trouble, but now I should be able to punish them. There we go. Okay, boom, one shot, see? The best advice I have when playing this tank is choose your target super wisely. I mean, a bounce on a light tank's turret? Come on. And again, a ricochet. I mean, what? Come on. Thankfully, this CC-64 is not the best player, so we have to get rid of him, which is great news. Decent speed. Yeah, now he's turned around. I can actually hit him. Wow, that's lucky me. But 2 bounces, one on the turret and one on the frame. I mean, and lucky me, we have an AFK tank here. So, free damage for me. And I'm just going to get every last iota of damage from a little bit of a ram. Yeah. Again, give it some more speed, make it a little bit more Panther-like. And you've got a decent tank. The Panther's gun can pen anything, especially with Pramo. This tank... yeah, what can I say? I mean, I was frustrated. I did get these 2 good games, but again, it's, I'm not the target, and everybody's leaving me alone. They're focusing on other tanks. That's the best thing for me, for this tank, is to be completely ignored. But as soon as they go after you, I mean, look at this guy panicking, running away in a tier 8 tank. Like, yay, take it. Hit there, boom, and 2,433. I mean, when given the opportunity, this tank can dish out damage. But going against, for example, Sharks, Luva, as I said, Skoda T56, I mean, so many strong tanks that I can either rip right through you, I mean, they just shred your armor like butter, or you can barely hope to pen them unless you get around them, which relies on being able to have space and positioning and things like that. This tank, Wargaming buffed it, but it still stinks. I'm sorry. And yeah, unfortunately, because other tanks in tier 7 have gotten buffed, this tank is definitely going to be in the bottom 5. Yes, the top 5 worst tier 7 tanks. I'm not going to say which number yet. I'm going to redo my list in a future video. But, oh my gosh, Wargaming, come on. Make this at least a viable option in tier 8, It's just so rough. Anyway, this is one of the tanks I sold, so I think that's all you need to know. I don't want it in my garage. I don't even want to see it anymore. That's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Snugs on Blitz, out.